Our big focus this hour, the rape and murder case of a trainee doctor in Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College has created a huge uproar in the country. West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee has given a deadline to the police till Sunday. Otherwise, she said the case will be handed over to the CBI. The accused, Sanjay Roy, who is now in police custody, had easy access to the hospital as he was hired as a civic volunteer. He was seen entering the hospital wearing earphones at around 4 a.m. on Friday. However, when he got out of the premises, he did not have his earphones on. According to reports, Roy joined Kolkata Police's disaster management group as a volunteer in 2019, but later shifted to police welfare cell. He then moved to the police outpost at the RG Kar Medical Hospital. He used his contacts to stay at the police, despite not being a regular cop, and roamed around in a t-shirt with Kolkata Police written on it. According to reports, he went to his home after committing the crime and later washed his clothes to get rid of the evidence. Police have also found bloodstains on his shoes. Reports also reveal that Sanjay had porn on his phone. Besides police reports, his neighbors have also revealed several details about him and his character, such as the fact that he was married 4 times and his wives left him because of his misconduct. He also used to catcall women quite often and engaged in intimidating behavior. He also reported he defrauded his childhood friend as well. Rekha Sharma, former chairperson, National Commission for Women, is joining us live. Rekha Sharma, welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us today. What do you make of the investigation so far into this heinous crime? Are you satisfied with it?
It's very slow, and police as usual has not taken cognizance the day it happened. After the CM spoke about it, they moved. It is very sad, unfortunate incident where we have lost a young doctor in this incident, and not only lost, she was raped also in this heinous crime. And the most unfortunate part is that that person was part of police. He was volunteer in the police, and he was roaming around as a police personnel, and police did not do anything. And I'm really astonished how he had access everywhere, even in the hospital, everywhere as a police personnel. What did the Kolkata police did about it, and why they were so slow in working in this case?
Yes, also Rekha Sharma, then do you believe that the case should be handed over to the CBI? So far the Chief Minister has said she's given the police time till Sunday, otherwise she herself will hand it over to the CBI. Do you believe it should happen earlier?
It should have been handed over to the, and in fact not only this, most of the cases in West Bengal should be given to CBI, because the police, West Bengal police and Kolkata police, both are not working properly. This case, at least the CM has spoken about it, and she said that if they will not work, she will be handing it over to the CBI. I think they should hand over now. If they have not handed over earlier, she should be handing it over to CBI. Otherwise, as we have seen in many cases, because I've been working in many cases very closely, I've seen that police is not being able to take care of those cases, West Bengal police, so it should be given to the CBI.
Right. And Rekha Sharma, as far as, of course, now this particular case is concerned, you're obviously aware of the grisly details that have come and the nature of the accused. What do you make of it? The brazen manner in which this incident took place. You know, doctors are on the streets saying if women are not safe in hospitals, where are they safe in the country and in the state of West Bengal?
Very unfortunate. Really, a doctor who was postgraduate intern and working in the hospital, she was not safe. And we must give safety to the women doctors, even doctors everywhere in these hospitals. And rightly, the doctors are demanding all over India, they are demanding that the safety should be provided to the doctors, especially in such cases where there is no check on people who are walking inside with all the criminal records, working in the police side by side, and then walking in freely in the hospital, raping a woman, killing her, and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening in how they have not identified the person in that day only, and why they are keeping such kind of volunteers in the police without checking their background. Why they have not checked the background of that. So there are many questions which I would like to ask through the media to Kolkata police, why they did not check the background of this person who is capable of killing this doctor inside the hospital. I think we should know the background and criminal record of this person, what all he has done in the past. And if they are not being able to check the background of such people, how will police say that they are providing safety to the women of the state?
Yes, absolutely. Also, Rekha Sharma, do you believe now there is an overhaul needed in terms of the SOPs in hospitals as well? That's something that doctors are demanding.
Surely, I'm with the doctors, as I said earlier also, that there should be an SOP where the safety and security of all the doctors working inside the hospital should be given a safety, this thing, somebody should be there to save them if the police of that state is not being able to give them safety and security.
Now, do you
they
believe,
are rightly
yes,
asking for an SOP.
Yes, yes. And do you believe in this particular case there needs to be a fast-track probe and also stringent punishment for the accused? Reportedly, the accused was guilty of brazen behavior in the past as well. He had multiple affairs. He was guilty of misconduct, allegedly. His neighbors said he used to catcall women often. Reportedly had pornography on his phone as well. And also, you know, this brazenness of just because he had volunteered with the police of thinking he can get away with anything. This should be checked and punished as well.
So, even when the neighbors knew, even the society knew that what kind of person he was, the police did not know. Isn't it very unfortunate that the police who were keeping this person as volunteer did not know what kind of behavior was his and how he conducted himself in the society? Yes, there has to be a fast-track court and the stringent punishment to this person. He should be hanged. And for the first time, I'm agreeing with the CM that she also asked that he should be hanged, and I am saying the same thing. And I wish CM should work on such cases anywhere in the West Bengal, whether it is happening with any women from any background. She should be that vocal which she is now. At least she is demanding. Whether her police is working or not working is a secondary thing, but she is demanding that the person should be hanged, and the same thing I would also like to demand, that he should be hanged till death.
All right, Rekha Sharma, appreciate you joining us on NewsX with your perspective on this big story. Meanwhile, my colleague Renik Datta has spoken exclusively to Malti Roy, the mother of the accused Sanjay Roy. Let's listen in to what she had to say.
कॉलेज में सेकेंड ईयर का छात्री को रेप करके मर्डर करने के मामले में कलकत्ता पुलिस की तरफ से अभी तक एक आदमी को गिरफ्तार किया गया है, जिसका नाम है संजय राय। अभी हम लोग खड़े हैं संजय राय के घर में। संजय राय के माँ मालती रॉय हम लोगों के साथ है, उनसे ही पूछेंगे आपका बेटा क्या करता था।
हम सुना था पुलिस में ड्यूटी करता था।
पुलिस में ड्यूटी करता था?
हम सुना पुलिस में ड्यूटी करता था। जब उसका वाइफ आया तब हम इतना जान नहीं सका। उसके बाद उसका कार्ड फट सभी तो देखा, तो उसका बाद क्या हुआ नहीं हमको कुछ मालूम नहीं है।
जिस तरीके का घटना आरजी और मेडिकल कॉलेज में घटा है, आपको तो पूरा चीज़ ही मालूम है, तो इस घटना में आपको जो लड़का उनको गिरफ्तार किया गया है, संजय को गिरफ्तार किया गया है, क्या आप बोलेंगे इस घटना वो कर सकता है इस तरीके का घटना?
कभी नहीं, ऐसा काम नहीं कर सकता है। आप लोग को भी विश्वास है, हम कैसे विश्वास करेंगे? आप लोग भी विश्वास नहीं करेंगे। उसका कलेक्टर तो देख रहे, वो ये काम कभी नहीं होता है।
क्या संजय क्या शादीशुदा था?
उसको शादी हुआ, उनका वाइफ के कैंसर था, बहुत कोशिश किया, बचाने नहीं पाया।
तो उसके बाद
वो काम में गया, अभी तक ले आया नहीं। हम भी बहुत खोजा खोजी किया है, खोजा खोजी करके बच्चा लोग के पास भी बहुत दूर बोला, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा। यही अभी पता चल रहा तो थोड़ा हौसला आया जे संजय है। हम तो आशा छोड़ ही दिया था।
कितने दिन से संजय नहीं था घर में?
बहुत दिन से, बहू मरने का बाद 3-4 महीने।
घर छोड़ दिया था क्या संजय ने?
नहीं, वो बोला हम काम में जा रहे हैं, उसका बाद हमको कोई खबर नहीं हुआ।
कितना दिन?
3-4 महीने तो खबर नहीं पाया हम।
3-4 महीने?
हाँ, बहुत दिन। हम उतना डिटेल नहीं बोल सक रहा।
संजय का जो शादी हुआ था, उसका जो देहांत हो गया था क्या वाइफ का?
उनका सब काम करा है, हमारा बेटी लोग भी, दामाद भी, उनका सब काम करा।
संजय का कितना शादी था आपको क्या मालूम है?
हम एक ही वाइफ देखा है।
एक ही वाइफ?
हाँ, एक ही देखा, आज ज्यादा नहीं।
क्योंकि बार बार से सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि संजय का 4-5 वाइफ है।
तो जो बोलता है वो खाता है, यही तो बोलेगा। जब वो शादी इतना करता है तो तुम लोग खाता है, तभी तुम लोग को मालूम है, हमको तो मालूम नहीं है।
And let's quickly turn our focus to some more guests now who are also joining us live. Dr. Hemika Agarwal, psychiatrist, is live with us. We also have Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, joining us on the broadcast. Let me bring you in here first, Joyita Basu. Shocking details emerging. The individual who, of course, was the accused, reportedly was guilty of misconduct earlier. His mother, though, is shocked at his behavior. She believes he's innocent. But Joyita, as far as this particular incident is concerned, what must be the way forward now as far as investigation and punishment concern goes? Because the nature of the details are brazen, and the fact that this can happen to a health worker is shocking everyone.
Well, this man, according to news reports, according to reports that I have read, this man himself has admitted to have committed the crime. So it is but natural for his mother to say that, he's a perfectly good guy, he can never do something like this. But the fact of the matter is, it is already there in the public domain that he is responsible for this. And given that he has already admitted to the crime, apart from trying to find out if anyone else is involved in it or not, and what kind of patronage he was getting in the Kolkata police, because let's not forget the fact, somebody who is a civic volunteer in West Bengal, they always have political patronage. So you see, I think that angle needs to be probed. Apart from that, he should be given the strictest of punishments, and that means he needs the death penalty. Frankly, the CM is talking about CBI investigation. I will get a CBI investigation done. Well, that does not inspire confidence, because given her record, all these years that she has been in power, she has been in direct confrontation with the central government. She has often withdrawn consent to give a CBI investigation. She has gone out of her way to save everybody who has been the CBI has tried to probe, and starting with, I would say, if you remember the dharna that she had given, that she was protesting because the CBI wanted to carry out an investigation against one of her police officers called Rajiv Kumar, the kind of drama she created. So when she starts talking about CBI investigation, one needs to take it with a pinch of salt. She is under pressure, so perhaps that is why. But otherwise, in fact, if that actually happens, I will be very surprised if the CBI investigation is ordered. Having said that, strictest punishment, because ultimately it's also about, this case has a larger national ramification in terms of not just about the safety of doctors and medical workers in the workplace. It's also about women at the workplace, especially at a time when there are scores, I would say thousands and thousands of women who have to do night shifts. A message needs to be going out to those out there that just because women are doing night shifts does not mean that they are easy prey. This message must go out.
Yes, Dr. Hemika Agarwal, come in here. Since you're a psychiatrist, I would like you to examine The details of the accused that we have so far: reportedly defrauded a friend when he was younger. Reportedly, he used to catcall several women, was guilty of misconduct, had several affairs, possibly was married several times, although that's something that's being denied by his mother. But yet this man was roaming around scot-free. Yet this man was allowed to volunteer with the police. Do you believe that's quite shocking? He also had pornography on his phone, reportedly.
I'll be short here. Whatever things you mentioned, they all usually fit the criteria of something what we call as antisocial personality disorder, or in layman language, a psychopath. This is the typical classical description. If you would go to his childhood, if you would honestly explore his childhood, which I don't think the parents would be forthcoming about as of now, we would have history of cruelty to animals, lying, bullying, stealing even then. So children who have such things, such behavior in the childhood usually develop into psychopaths or antisocial personality disorder people in the adulthood. So, of course, I can't make a confident diagnosis without examining the person. But as per what I'm hearing right now, this is my provisional impression. And one thing is very important in all these cases. We say that this hoopla in the media and the machinery, the government machinery coming to life, we always see when something very extreme happens, something very disgusting, despicable happens. Only then people get very active. We hear fancy SOPs and fancy protocols being made, and this all happens after something very extreme has happened. But ground reality, as I have been a practicing psychiatrist for 10 years, I've worked in government, private setup, I have had my own clinic also. So I have had a good experience. Ground reality. So I would say that making SOPs is usually done by people sitting in air-conditioned rooms, people in park, people in the ministry and all. And they are usually not aware. And sometimes I feel they're not even concerned about the ground realities. We had Mental Health Care Act 2017, which was passed by the Parliament in 2019. The ground reality is so different. It has made treatment of mental health patients extremely difficult, including treatment of psychopaths. So I would say I'm not very optimistic. I'm not very happy hearing making of SOPs, because this is nothing. Just it will increase the burden on the taxpayer, because a few fancy committees will be formed. They'll have their own salaries. They'll give time. They'll be having air-conditioned rooms, food, etc. And they'll be making those SOPs. And on ground level, everybody is paying bribe. This is a bitter fact that even if you see our movies and all, the psychology of the common man is that they're more afraid of the cop. A criminal is less afraid of a cop, but an honest taxpayer is more afraid of a cop. कि पुलिस वाला दिख रहा है, डर जाओ अरे पुलिस वाला आ जाएगा. So see, this is how our police department is being portrayed practically in our society. So we need to watch that image. If a police personnel is behaving this way, as I mentioned that these symptoms do not occur suddenly. There are red flags from the childhood itself. This man went scot-free from childhood till this extreme incident. So our society let that happen. Giving knee-jerk reactions, for giving the case to CBI, even hanging him, does not do justice. You have to be retrospective here. You have to see exactly what is your fault, exactly why did this happen. This man is not alone responsible for this action, for this incident. So many people who let him go scot-free for minor crimes. They are all involved. They should all be punished. They might not be punished as severely as this man, but they should all be questioned. His supervisors, the department he is in, and also, are we sure that this is not the tip of the iceberg? If a department is accepting him as a volunteer or as a worker or a co-worker, are you sure that other people are not of the similar mentality? Because had they been not of that mentality, they would have objected. So the whole department, as you mentioned earlier, overhaul, the term overhaul. See, overhaul is also an action. But before that, we need to analyze. We need to see exactly what was the environment. We need to see the social and psychological aspects of this as well. Why did this happen? Just giving the punishment is not enough. But I would also say punishing is very important, because punishment is something that sets fear in the hearts of potential criminals. If if a convict who has done something very wrong goes scot-free, this gives the message to all potential minor or major criminals that we can do the same. So setting an example, this is in social psychology, as we say, that setting an example is sometimes very important. So punishment has to be there, but it is definitely not enough. And please, if somebody makes SOPs, please ensure that those SOPs are not just till the media is active. When the media and the cameras are not there, please ensure that those SOPs are operated and implemented on the ground level as well. Because as per my experience in the medical fraternity, we have loads of SOPs. SOPs come with a big bang. They are never implemented, and practically the things are very different. So please come out of your AC rooms and go to the slums and go to the real people, the real problem areas, and then implement the SOPs, I would say. Making SOPs is easy, implementing them is damn difficult. I'm so sorry, but this is a very sensitive issue.
No, that's a valid point put forth by you. Stay with us. Dr. P.S.V. Rao, consultant surgeon, Manipal Hospital, Hebbal, Bengaluru, also is joining us now live. Dr. Rao, doctors are outraged. They're on the streets in many cities of the country. What is leading to this anger amongst your fraternity, Dr. Rao, vis-a-vis this case in Kolkata?
Good evening, Uday, and to the panelists and viewers. See, doctors this is like the last straw. Doctors have been agitating for quite a few years because their life is at risk in the hospitals when they are on duty, especially in the emergency ward. Because if you after 9/11, not only the hotels, but even the hospitals were asked to have security, including checking people for bomb squad, the ID card, etc. All this was forgotten after a few days. This is exactly what Dr. Agarwal is also trying to talk about. You make a standard operation procedure and forget all about it after the incident is forgotten. No, you have to secure this. You see how many terrorist attacks occur in hospitals and other places. You see how many agitated people come with an accident victim or a person who has suddenly taken ill. They'll be so agitated. And if the condition is such that the doctors are unable to save the life, so often they will not only beat up the doctor, the nurse, everyone on duty, they will ransack the whole place. This is why doctors have been asking for protection. And any workplace, hospital or any other place, has to provide protection to the people inside the institution. It is their responsibility also. Not only the police, the people who are running each institution are responsible for the protection of the people working for them and people working inside. If doctors working inside a hospital on duty are not safe, you can imagine who is going to be safe. And just like we have to work getting the confidence of, I'm a surgeon. There are people, hundreds of people who put their life at risk with me. That means I have to have that confidence. The police has to have the confidence of the people. They have to reach out to the public and try to know who is who and in their neighborhood. And protection has to be provided. We doctors always say prevention is better than cure. Now the whole talk is about justice. What about preventing further attacks? That's why we doctors are also agitated. Not only are we really upset with what has happened to a lady doctor who was on duty at night, but we are very agitated about what is happening to the rest of us. What protection are you providing? What about the institution and what about the police? And where is the intelligence of the police? If the police reaches out to all the people whom they are supposed to protect, then only they will get the intelligence input. If they had reached out to the neighborhood of this man, they would have known what kind of a psychopath they were giving the post of a volunteer. Where the police tells us, please check whomever you employ. Send them for a police checkup. But what are they doing about the people they are taking into their own department? And why all this politics in this? Everything politics, and it ruins the whole thing. The medical services, the health services, virtually every services, there is so much of politics being introduced. And like I said day before yesterday, my father was posted in Calcutta in 1970s. And I was amazed, whenever I would visit Calcutta, I would be amazed as women returning from a night show or anything at the middle of the night. It was so safe, Calcutta. Why? Not because of the police. The police was busy with the Naxalite, controlling the Naxalite. What was amazing about Calcutta was the bystanders would ensure the safety of every woman. That is not happening anymore because the bystanders are afraid that the police themselves will beat them up. So this is a very sad difference between what I saw in Calcutta in 1970s when I thought it was the safest city for women in India, and what we are hearing for the last many years in West Bengal, that too with a woman as a chief minister. How many rapes, how many murders are going on? Every other day we are hearing about these things happening. Why this has come into prominence is because a vital service is now on strike, because we have all had enough. We are all feeling insecure. You take most of the younger doctors are too afraid to be alone on night duty without some protection there. Because if someone is brought dead and you declare him dead, you get beaten up. Do we deserve this? This is the problem, Uday. This is the real problem. And these police people should go out and whichever locality they are covering, it may be a hospital, it may be any kind of establishment, they should go out and meet all the people concerned, find out. That is how the intelligence works. It is not that you sit in the thana and the news will reach you. And like Joyita said,
All right, I think we've lost Dr. Rao there. We've lost Dr. Rao there. Joyita Basu, quickly come in here on the CBI now. Do you believe the CBI should take over the investigation? That's what Rekha Sharma believes. Mamata Banerjee, though, says, let's wait until Sunday. She's given the police time till then.
Well, the police will have to work. You see, for everything and every crime, and however extraordinary a crime like this can be, you cannot possibly invoke the CBI. You see, at one level you are calling the CBI names, you are not letting them function, and then suddenly you say that, okay, they are the best thing that has happened. So make up your mind about what exactly you want. But yes, while the case should go to the CBI, why is the state police so incompetent in terms of going to the bottom of the case? Did he have any kind of backing? Who exactly allowed him to, take advantage of whatever loopholes that exist in the system and to be a part of the Kolkata police in spite of not being a policeman. So obviously these investigations need to be probed, investigation needs to be continued, but you see, every time you say the CBI will handle the case, at one level you are also eroding the public's authority, belief in terms of the local law and order, the upholders of local law and order, the police. The police is the first responder. They should be the one who should be conducting these investigations to start with. But the only problem is, you see, when it comes to the police, they are not often, they are always beholden to their political masters, as a result of which a lot of these investigations do not find a fair conclusion. So if Mamata Banerjee thinks that her police is not capable of having a free and fair investigation, then she should definitely hand it over to the CBI. But the first responder, the local level authority, it is the local police, it is their job to ensure that they find a solution to this case, they crack this case.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.